Hello, my name is Seth Larhausen, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to find a running shoe to fit your foot. Did you know 70% of people out there that run are likely to get injured sometime in their running career? It's just common fact. So that's my goal today, is to help you find that shoe to keep you injury free. My experience in this topic started way back in junior high school until now. I've run many races from 5K to marathon. I've also worked at many local running shoe stores that do this whole fitting process, so that's why I know I'm very experienced in this subject. When fitting shoes, it is important. There's three things that are the most important. First is your foot style. Second is the foot size, and then third is the type of shoe that foot goes into. Foot style has to do with mostly your arch and your width. What I mean by that is there's two types of foot styles. You got your pronator and your supinator. Pronation is when the arch is actually a little bit lower to the ground and collapses inward. Supination is when the arch is a little bit higher and it collapses outward, so your foot goes outward. These are the two main things that you want to look for. If you're still having an issue doing that, there's another way you can figure out what type of foot you have. It's called the wet test. What you do here is actually you get a brown colored piece of paper or a brown piece of paper, get your bottom of your foot wet, and actually put all your pressure on that piece of paper and pull it off. What you have is actually an outline of your foot that actually will show you what type of foot you have. So, for example, if your foot is actually flat, your arch is actually lower to the ground, and you can actually see how flat your foot is, you're going to be a pronator. That's what's happening to your ankle. It's collapsing in. If your foot is actually like you see less of your foot or not see any of the middle foot at all, then you're a supinator. That means your arch is so high that it's actually keeping you on the outside of your foot. That's why you don't see the foot. So being able to have that stuff before going into the store, that will actually help you find your shoe. The next step is the sizing of your foot. I feel that this is the most important part of finding a running shoe. Why is this? Well, if you have a size that's too small, what will happen. You'll either get blisters on the toes, you'll get black and blue toenails, or toenails will fall off. That is no fun. So when you're going in there and thinking that you're a size 9, say you're a size 9, then you want to actually get a size that's half size or one full size bigger than that. What I suggest is a thumbnail length. And what this does is actually gives you that space so you won't get those issues. After you figure that all out, the next part is actually trying on the shoes. There are, like I said, with each foot type, there's actually different shoe types too. So for a pronator, the one that rolls inward, you got something called the stability shoe. It's this denser foam in the arch area. And what this shoe does is actually helps that pronator stay up. So it aligns the ankles, knees, and hips. And that actually keeps them injury free. That's really important to know. For a supinator, remember the person that goes outward with their foot from their arch just because it's too high, you want just a basic cushion shoe. The higher the arch, the more cushion you want. Why is this? Because you're less on the foot pads at the bottom of your feet when your foot is on the outside, so you're more on the outside. So you want a shoe that's going to have a lot more cushion on the outside of the foot. So that's why you want a high cushion shoe for those type of reasons. When trying on the shoes, it's really important to try on at least 3. I'll give you an example. Say I'm a pronator. I want a shoe that's going to have that denser foam, that stability. So I'm going to pick 3 off the wall. When I pick 3 off the wall, I'm going to try each one of those shoes on. I'm going to tie them up the way I try them up. If I have a special sock I wear, I'm going to bring that sock with so I know what it feels like. And I'm actually going to do a couple loops around the hallways or around the clothing and stuff like that in the store. This will actually give you a better feel of the shoe. After you're done with the first one, you do the next one, and then after that, do the third one. Then I want you to actually try on 2 different shoes at the same time. Why is this, you ask? Well, being able to try on 2 different brand shoes at the same time will actually help you figure out which one feels the best. It's pretty common to see that at running shoe stores, but not uncommon to see it at you don't see it much at normal sports stores such as Sports Authority or Dick's. So definitely try that on, try both of them on, and after you do that, the goal is to find the shoe that feels mostly like a glove. You want something that's going to slip on and be like, oh wow, like I can run miles in this. That's the main goal of the whole process. So, overall, again, first step is your foot style. Make sure you know what you are, either a pronator or supinator. Next is sizing. Have that half size to full size length from the front of the shoe to your biggest toe to protect your toes. And then lastly is trying on the shoes, making sure you try on 3 different ones that are fitted for your foot. And by the end of it, you should be able to find one of those 3 that are going to be the ones that you're going to take home with and enjoy and run many, many miles in them. Again, thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, you know how to reach me.